Okay guys, in this chapter we are still solving log equations, and in this properties right here, notice that if you have log x equals to log y, then you can say that x equal to y. Given x and y has to be greater than 0. Okay, if it's less than 0, it would be no solution. Okay, so keep that in mind. So in these problems right here, we have a log equal to log, when what you're allowed to do is pretty much you can just cancel these out right here and then bring down these items, which is the 7 minus 3p equal to negative 5p minus 3. And then you solve for p. So right here I'm going to add 5p to both sides. This one's gone. Then we have over here, we have 2p, bring down the positive 7 equals negative 3. Then we subtract 7 to the left and to the right. We have 2p equal to negative 10. Divide both sides by 2. P is equal to negative 5. Now, when it comes to log equations, you have to check your answers to make sure that it comes out okay. Meaning, when you plug this answer right here, the negative 5, back into P, and P right here, the answer for this right here needs to be a positive, not a negative. But if you plug it back in and check, it does produce a positive answer and not a negative answer. So therefore, P equal to negative 5 is okay, it's safe, okay? Okay, let's move on to number 2. We will have example where it will not be okay, so don't worry about that. So let's look at number 2 right here. We have a log equal to a log. Then pretty much we just ignore these right here. Bring down the 3x equals to 4x plus 7. Subtract 4x to both sides. We have negative x equal to 7. Divide both sides by negative 1. X equal to negative 7. Okay, now let's check the answers. So we checked. Now I'm going to check, use the log 12. 3x equal to log 12, 4x plus 7. I'll plug 7 into here. So log 12, 3 times negative 7. So when you plug this into here, plug this into here, notice that this right here, log 12 of negative 21, you can stop here, you don't have to move to the right hand side. This right here tells me that this answer, negative 7, would not work for this problem, okay? So therefore, this problem right here is no solution, okay? So when you plug back in, it gives you a negative right there. You can stop and say no solution, okay? Okay, let's move on to number 3. In number 3, same thing. We're going to set this n squared minus 15 equals to negative 7n plus 3. Add 7n to both sides. Then we have n squared plus 7n minus 15 equals to 3. Because the 7n is gone. Then we're going to subtract 3 to both sides. Then we have n squared plus 7n minus 18 equal to 0. So this right here should tell you that you have to factor. And when we factor, we look at the first term and last term. So n and n, negative 18. So you have to think of 2 factors. Multiply will give you negative 18. But when you add up, it's going to give you positive 7. So you have choices are 9 times negative 2, negative 9 times 2, 18 times negative 1, negative 18 times 1, 6 times negative 3, negative 6 times positive 3. Only one is the correct one, and the correct one would be 9 times negative 2, because 9 minus 2 gives you 7. So we're going to pick that. So your factors are n plus 9. When you write down the factors, you look straight across. N minus 2 equal to 0. So n is equal to negative 9 here, and n is equal to positive 2 here. You take the opposite, okay? So we have 2 answers. And again, you have to check when we plug negative 9 in, it will produce a positive numbers and not a negative. So negative 9 is an answer. But when you plug in 2 into either one of them, it gives you a negative numbers. So therefore, 2 will not work, okay? So let's move on to number 4. Same thing, we're gonna cross off the logs and copy down x squares equals to 4 plus 3x. Move everything to the left hand side. Flip x squared minus 3x equal to 4. And then subtract 4. Okay, let's factor. When we factor, we look at first term and last terms again, x and x. Two numbers multiply will give us negative 4, but add up is going to give us negative 3. So we have several choices here. These are our choices. And the one that gives us negative 3 is this one right here. So negative 4, positive 1. So look straight across to write down your answers, which is x minus 4 times x plus 1 equal to 0. So x equal to 4 and x equal to negative 1. Now if you do plug in and check, both answers will work because none of them give you a log of a negative base, okay? So this will work and this will also work as well, okay?